So we Vikings fans tend to get a little paranoid at times, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those paranoid Vikings fans at times too. But there were even more unfortunate times where we just had to get used to our team's failure. Like we had to get used to that because we knew it was happening a lot. And one of those failures in the most recent 2023 Vikings is the offensive line. We saw how Ed Ingram performed against the Seahawks in the 2023 preseason game against the Seahawks. I said that wrong. We saw how the right guard Ed Ingram played in the preseason game against the Seahawks of 2023 so far, and if we continue to let Ed Ingram just play like this again and again and again for weeks 1 up to week 5, then we got to get rid of him. We got to move on if he's not going to fix the situation. If he's not going to, or if offensive line coach Chris Cooper can't fix the situation, if Kevin O'Connell can't fix the situation, if Wes Phillips can't fix the situation, if even Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah can't fix the situation, we got to get rid of Ed Ingram immediately because he continuously lets defenders fly right past him. I bet I could have gone past him and sacked the quarterback. I bet a guy in a wheelchair could have gotten past Ed Ingram. I mean, I get that Ed Ingram is big and has good strengths, and normally you could contribute that to the team at right guard or at any guard position in general, but he's not doing it the right way. Defenders are still finding their ways to just get past him, and maybe those are just good defenders, but Ed Ingram just seems bad. And now it's only the preseason, okay? There was no Christian Darrisaw, there was no Brian O'Neill, there was no Ezra Cleveland in that game. But I mean, even look at Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill, both one of the best tackles, if not the best tackle duo in the game. They both are so injury prone. We saw Christian Darrisaw last time. I mean, week 11 against the Cowboys. Week 11 against the Cowboys was a terrible game. I mean, Blake Brandel had to substitute for Christian Darrisaw because of yet another injury, and look how that Cowboys game turned out. Just look at how it went. Look how it turned out, and that was just incredibly terrible. Our second team offensive line, like our second and third team offensive line, they can almost match the offensive line of the first team 2020 Vikings offensive line. Like seeing our offensive line in the preseason so far has reminded me of the 2020 Vikings offensive line starters. The starters of 2020 on the Vikings offensive line were terrible. Drew Samia, terrible. Dakota Dozier, terrible. Just everyone terrible. Garrett Bradbury was even bad at that time. So, offensive line, again, don't freak out, guys. Just calm down. It's only preseason, but we're not going to be able to use that excuse. Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, offensive line coach Chris Cooper, offensive coordinator Wes Phillips, they're not going to be able to use the excuse of it's only preseason if we continue to fail like this during the actual season. So we got to get our act together. We got to get our ish together and hope that our offensive line can actually do stuff well. Now, Ed Ingram, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, Kevin O'Connell, Wes Phillips, Chris Cooper, they all believe that, just like Andy Carlson says, "Mama, I can change him." But can they actually change him? That is what we have to see. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you guys still believe in Ed Ingram? Do you guys still believe in this offensive line? I know I do. It's only preseason, but still. I'm getting a little worried, but I'm going to calm down. It's only preseason, but our offensive line needs some work immediately. We said millions of times, sign Dalton Risner. We got to do it now. Kwesi, please sign Dalton Risner. Thank you guys for watching. Please get me to 400 subscribers. That'd be amazing. That'd mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Skol.